Hey, I think there's a little uh, time rug, gray English, time lag, right? Jet lag, time lag, whatever. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let me know in the comments. I'm trying to see the. Oh, here we go. Oh, why do I have commercial? Okay, hey, you see me? Give me some comments if you can see me. I can play it on my... Oh, yay! Hi, hey guys. Hi people. I'm still not used to like looking at the my live streaming on my computer and then like looking at the camera at the same time. Like, cause like it's kind of hard to like see your comments and whatnot on the phone, and it's kind of easier for me to just like take a look at the chat on the screen, but like there is a little bit of like time difference, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, some of you guys already sent me a chat messages before it started. So this is my first time. Oh hey, I'm starting getting a lot of comments. Yay, finally. Woohoo. So yeah, I'm gonna go through some comments. Aiden, hi. Why is Sherry so peaceful? Am I peaceful? Yay. Ralph. We'll see. Ichi, we'll see. Maybe I'm violent. I don't know. I can't pronounce your name. Sorry. Atixi. Maybe she talks about bullying. Ah, that's a good guess. That is a good guess. Yeah, bullying involves a little bit of violence. Yeah, sure. Hi, Sergey. Hi. Popcorn. Are you getting yourself some popcorn, Aaron? I would love some popcorn though. The Piggies collections. No time no see. Hi. Sergey, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little sleepy though. Simon, hi. You never imagined me as violent? No, I'm not violent. I'm not talking about myself. Everybody's like, why are you so violent, Sherry? It's like, no, I'm not violent. Aww. Oh god. Like, okay, so this was my first time like setting up a live stream as like a scheduled live stream, and I was like so nervous because like, what if I hit the live button? And but it worked, so yay. And I was able to see some comments beforehand as well, so, and like seeing the countdown, like 3 2 1, that was kind of funny. I was like, I thought that it would automatically turns on and then start live stream, but it didn't, so I was like, okay, I have to hit go live anyway. But so you want to talk about it? Want to talk about the violence? I guess like, I don't know. What do you think? Like, I feel like the stereotype of Japan is like very safe country, the less crime rate. I don't know. I'm not sure, but like no guns, obviously. So I think a lot of people imagine like Japan is such a like nice country, safe country, right? No, maybe. Good afternoon, Nick. Good afternoon. Um, but oh, you didn't get the notification until it started. Well, I guess maybe. Okay, that's a good thing to know. Okay. Um. Oh hey, glad you're uploading more and more. I always love your videos, and Cherry's the sweetest. Yay, thank you. Jason, thank you so much. Yeah, I would like to like upload maybe videos, but like I thought like live streaming is like more like interactive, and then I can like frequently upload them. So, oh, I forgot to set the timer. I forgot. Last time I set a timer at like 11:45, and then that gives me like 5 minutes notice, and that means I will have only like 5 minutes, and I want to make it like a little short since I do every week. And then I think everyone has, you know, you guys have your life to go on to. So yeah, I don't want to keep you guys for like hours and hours at the same time. But Like explosive violence. What do you mean, like a bomb? That's kind of scary. I'm not talking about that. So I'm talking about more like day-to-day, like everyday life violence. So okay, so I saw this article on Japan Today that says Japan sees record domestic violence consultations in 2021. And I'm just gonna read like maybe first a sentence or two. Japanese police received 83,042 consultation requests regarding domestic violence in 2021, a record high number for at least the past 2 decades. And well, the obvious reason is because of the pandemic, right? And I think that this like domestic violence became very a serious issue everywhere. And I think I've seen news about it, like, and it was talking about like other like European countries and stuff like that. So it's not like specifically Japan, but I thought that was kind of shocking because like Japanese people are so nice, right? Very polite, and so in the North America, I think the stereotype of gender is kind of the opposite of Japan. So like in Japan, girls girls have more like a ideal type of like ideal like type of person that we have to be. Something like we have to be kind of like we have to be kind of polite, and we have to be respectful, and we have to like calm, and then things like that. But for men, we don't really have any things like that in Japan. But in the North America, it was kind of opposite. That men should be strong. Men should be like maybe muscular. And then for the girls, we don't really hear any like the ideal person that you have to be because of the gender. So that was kind of interesting as well when I went to the States. But so in Japan, males are also very calm and nice, and then not so many people are muscular. Like they don't want to be as muscular as like Americans want to be. They because like there are so many guys who are on the diet, like severe diet than Japanese girls, and they want to stay as skinny as possible, no muscles. And that's what most of Japanese girls like, and that's what Japanese men are pursuing. That's kind of a little crazy, but that's just like one person's opinion. And so it kind of like I didn't really think that like it was gonna raise the numbers of domestic violence this much, but apparently the it was a record high number for at least the past 2 decades. That's almost as long as I have lived. Almost. I'm 29, so anyway, Japanese women are very polite. Yeah. But you don't know about the men. Yeah. So this article says where did it go? Okay. So 74.8% of these domestic violence victims were women. So usually children or women will be the victim of these like kind of like domestic violence and any sort of violence. But well, women could be violent as well. But what was I gonna say? So I kind of feel like it's not Japanese people are polite. Like they are not born to be polite. But the society and the culture force them to be polite. You know what I mean? So Japanese culture is something like we have to be the same. We are all equal. So like we have to treat each other with respect. That's fine. That's fine. But we are not allowed to kind of like express our own opinions, and like the opinion, like if there are two opposite opinions, and then the majority of them, of the people in the classroom, or the workplace or wherever, agree to like plan A or option A, and then even if you have a, like you want to go for B, you tend to go for A. And then what you're gonna do is that you're gonna smile about it, but when you go home or when you're hanging out with your friends, you bitch about it. And so bad. Like it almost to the point where, like, if you feel that way, why don't you say so in the first place? If you explain it in a logical manner, and then maybe some people listen to you, and then maybe some other people would like switch their answer, and or even if like anyway they take the vote, and then the company go with the plan A or something, but at least you, like, you express your feeling, right? And that's a lot better than not saying anything and then hold it back. And I guess that's part of the reason why people act so violent, because like they pile up inside of them, and then one day there's some like trigger event, and then it just go boom, right? And so when it goes, like when something explodes, it's often bad. And especially like when I was in the States, like small violence was like occurring almost every day at school. And there are so many times the police came, and there are so many times security said that like everyone has to go inside a room and don't go outside, and then things like that. It's not like, it's not even like a gun shooting or anything like that. It's just like, a little bit of like, boyfriend girlfriend fighting thing. And so but that was like very normal thing. But in Japan you never hear any violence outside. Like school is so calm, no issues, no problem, nothing. And so when a guy or a girl, it doesn't really matter, but like if some Japanese person did some sort of like violent action on somebody else, I will think that would be a very, very bad sign. Because like even if the society, like they could lose a job, they could easily lose a job just because you hit somebody on the street, right? And but they cannot hold it back, and they act on it. That means that person is kind of dangerous, I will say. Because like in my life, I've lived for 29 years. I've never ever like saw any violence around me, like inside and outside of the house and the school, and yeah, workplace, anywhere. So anyway, yeah. And okay, and I was gonna talk about this as well, and I completely forgot. I don't know where to begin with this story though, but so Japanese, okay, so I think this is a Japanese person like nature. I'm not trying to like bring down Japanese people. Seriously, it's just like I thought it's kind of interesting, because like everyone thinks Japan is a nice country and the Japanese people are the nicest people on earth. So I'm trying to tell that like, Japanese people are people. Anyway, so over the past few years, Japanese detention center, the treatment there became a huge issue. I don't know if you know anything about it, but the like officers there treat foreigners are so freaking bad, and then many people got injured, and then like some of them died. And so and then there are many videos on the internet if you want to take a look. And I think many people sued the government, and the government had to pay some sort of like fine or whatever. But that's the I don't want to say true nature of Japanese people, but because as I said, like they suppress their anger and their needs and then everything within themselves. So when they see someone weaker than you, they try to um I just want to say beat the shit out of them, but like, technically, yeah. And especially if that's your job to keep an eye on people who broke the law and then they're not even Japanese, and then they will be like, they could be as crucial as you can ever imagine. So that's the sad part of Japan. Um, so yeah, I don't know what to say. Sorry, it's not something that like I should be laughing about it. It's like it's actually really a serious problem though. Yeah. I just saw the domestic violence thing at first and I was like, I just remember the story. Uh but yeah, so I was gonna I just decided to like, I heard that the immigration detention center like violence, and I decided to just like, type it in, and then like, there are many articles about that like popped up. So yeah, I think it's a serious problem. Okay, I'm gonna go through some comments now. Ah. Sorry if I pronounce your name right. Name wrong. Name right. Name wrong. Cavendish Cross. Hi, Sherry from Nashville, Tennessee's in the U.S. Hi. Following you since you were on like where I'm from. That's like, yeah, a few years ago. I was gonna say. I've learned a lot about Japan and hope to visit someday. Yeah. When was it? That was like before COVID though. Yeah, well, I think Greg contacted Norm, and then he was gonna come down to Shikoku and where I live, and then he was looking for somebody who's local and be able to be on the channel and speak English. And the Norm named me, and I think it was like half a day that we drove around together. Where did we go? I remember we went to the river and then we flew a drone. What else did we do? And then I think we hit some like park, and then like I think we went to Dogo or somewhere, and then we he did a little interview about like okay, the theme was like um the urban area versus countryside. Yeah. So I think I talked about the benefits of it and then like disadvantage of it, and then yeah, things like that. That was really fun. Um yeah. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Grit your teeth and be nice, Simon. What's the good way to release your stress? Cause like that's not just like for Japanese people. It's just for everyone. Like sometimes you have to like, you have to how can I say? You can't say whatever you want to say, or like you can't do what you want to do, and then you just like need to basically, yeah, grit your teeth and then you just, smile about it. But you have to kind of like let the stress go, otherwise you're gonna explode, right? What's the good way? I think Japanese people might say like karaoke. Yeah. Like for high school students maybe. Um let's hide your emotion. Can you do that? Can you do that? Yeah, that's another thing. Okay, so like um I'm pretty much outgoing person. I can be friends with anyone. Um but as a Japanese people, I'm very outgoing. But well, I don't know, but like from the Westerners' point of view, I might be still shy. I'm not sure, but Japanese people don't have facial expression at all, zero. And especially nowadays, like we are all wearing the mask, right? So you can only see like here. And then they're like staring at me like this, right? And the kids are fine. Kids are mostly fine. Kids are like, hey, yay. And then like they cry when they're sad. They express their anger, and they express like, when like they smile when it's funny and all that. So like kids are fine. But like once they hit like, teenager age, 하루 해야 돼. What's ya de? I'm not from Osaka though. But certain age, like when they become a teenager, it's just like completely silence. And it's, whatever you say, they're like this. And then you will think that like once they go through, like get over the whole teenage time, then they will be fine. They will be like fine adults. No. I have some staff in my cram school, and I'm not saying this is like I'm upset about them or anything like that. It's just like I'm stating the fact that sometimes I don't know that if they understand what I'm saying, and or if they agreed with what I'm saying or disagreed or not liking what I'm saying. I have no idea. Because like one, they're wearing a mask, and then they don't even like nod or anything. They're like I think they're like they're getting better. They're getting better because like I express my feeling a lot, and so they start getting used to like my way of talking and then whatnot. So they kind of like nod along and then laugh and then like things like that. And then when I ask their opinions, they start saying their opinion, and that's good. But like in the beginning, it's very hard to read their mind. It's really hard. Yeah. So, um, do, do, do. Hi Sherry, can you recommend a Japanese show we can watch on Netflix or YouTube? Wow, that's a good question. Okay. Let's see. What level are you in Japanese? Like how much can you understand? That's kind of a big deal, I think. Who asked that question? Who asked that question? Who was it? Give me that. Let me know your English ability, not English, Japanese ability. グッさんですさん、日本人の英語ってなんで聞きやすいんだろう、不思議。聞きやすいですか？よかったです。beginner, okay. I think I had a lot of friends in the States that they study Japanese by watching anime. If you like anime. I'm not anime person, so I don't blame you if you're not. Children show? Not really. Other way around is very difficult because like I always have students ask me like which is a great like American Netflix shows or like YouTube, and I was like, oh, like Friends or what else? How I Met Your Mother or any other things. But yeah, it comes to Japanese shows, I don't even know what's on Netflix. I never watch Japanese shows on Netflix. I'll think about it. But like anime is one. I'm from Seoul, Korea. I'm a Korean from Seoul, Korea. It is so good to find and see you. Hi, what's your name? Soon Cho. Sorry if I can. Yeah, you guys have to have katakana names, then I can pronounce it right. English names are like, it's very hard. Sorry. But hello, konnichiwa, Dexter. Um, most important thing the show you learn from should interest you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Learning that doesn't feel like learning is the most effective. Yeah. Yeah. The Japanese show, konbanwa. The Japanese show on YouTube that I only watch is all business related. It's all business. How to grow your company and how you gain money and how you sell your company and like stock and all that. So it's like yeah, that's just for me. But like there are many Japanese shows. Like I don't even watch TV. Yeah, I don't really watch TV. If you're fine with like watching anime, maybe you can like try like Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Demon Slayer. Like just watch. Okay. So here's the thing. So find something that interests you, of course, but also the something that you have already watched in English or whatever your native language is. So you know the story. I remember what I usually say to my students, and it was like it's usually like Japanese to English, and then now it's like English to Japanese. So it took a while to click in, but like yeah. So if you want to learn Japanese or any other languages, and then if you want to watch something, and then start with something that you have seen before, and so when you're watching it in another language, you don't have to follow the story. You can only focus on what they are saying, word to word, right? And then, depending on the the media that you are using, you might not be able to do that with YouTube, but like for Netflix, they have a subtitle, right? And because you know the story, you don't have to turn on the English subtitles. You can have the Japanese audio and the Japanese subtitles, and then that could be a little bit trickier than like watching English show with English subtitle on, because like most of my students can read English, and then they are more like good at reading and writing rather than like listening and speaking. So if you cannot read hiragana, katakana, and kanji, that might be a little bit difficult. But at the same time, you can learn those kanji and then hiragana and katakana shapes as you watch the show. Yeah, so that you can do. Yeah, start from there. I think that might be good. That is how I've learned English, watching Friends and other drama. Yep, same here. Same here. Hi, this is Earther I'm from Poland. Do you think that Japan will open for tourism soon? Yeah, I don't think so. I've heard that they are lifting the border for business, for just business. Sometime in March, not sure. So now for tourism, maybe like a year. I don't know. I can't predict. But not anytime soon. Toyama rules. How come Toyama rules? I don't know. Have you been to Toyama? Regarding to anime, Kimetsu is nice. Okay, it depends on what you are looking for. Philosophy, existential power up style. Yeah, it's a little violent. Like Kimetsu no Yaiba is a little violent, but But it's meant to. Well, that's another thing. Like Japanese law for like violent scenes in like children's shows are not as strict as other countries. Yeah, so that's one thing. Aiden, when will Sherry come to America? I want to. I really want to though. But I've never been to other countries except for America, so like I feel like the next trip, like after COVID is like finally over and we can freely travel all over the world, and then it maybe has to be somewhere not America. Cause like, yeah, like I have only been to America. I think I should see some other places. Uh, best place I visited so far in Japan, Toyama. Toyama was the best place. Interesting. Toyama is a little north part of Japan, right? Supposed to be a little cold, maybe. Kurobe train, black ramen. That's interesting. And white shrimp sushi. Nice. Best stuff ever. I think it's facing to the what's the name? Not the Pacific Ocean, the other side. I can't think of it in English. Hold on. What is it? Really? That's it? Sea of Japan? Japan Sea? Anyway, yeah. The Sea of Japan, really? That's the official name? Anyway, so yeah, I guess so they might have like good fresh seafood there. Japan Sea, thanks. Japan Sea. Okay, you guys are a little bit using some words that I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. That's a good thing about having a laptop here. That's so difficult. I'm eating seaweed, you're eating seaweed. 海苔ね、海苔。海苔それともわかめ海苔わかめ昆布 There are many types of seaweed in Japan. Have you seen onigiri, rice ball in convenience store? The like little rice ball wrapped in the seaweed. That's called nori. 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 And when you not drink, when you eat miso soup, you have like a little black thingy floating around. That's called wakame, but those are also called seaweed. And then going back to the rice bowl story, like within like inside rice bowl, you have some like Japanese like pickled plums or like fish eggs or salmon or something like that inside, right? And then we have a thing called kombu, kelp. Kelp, right? Kelp. Kelp. No, wait, kelp? I'm losing some words. Kelp? Yeah, kelp. I got confused with kale. I like kale? Kelp? But yeah, kelp. Kelp is part of seaweed, so. 美味しそうだけど、愛媛の鯛めしの方が好きですけどね。イエーイ I don't know how you have seen the live streaming that I did 2 months ago. It was like in December, I think, last year. But I was asked to do like a dogo tour thing on the live streaming on Facebook for Ehime Prefecture, and it was like a collaboration between Tokyo Creative and JNTO and the Ehime Prefecture. And I had to go through the whole like popular places in Dogo shopping street. And I had taimeshi. Taimeshi is a bowl of rice topped with a raw sea bream sashimi. And this part is like could be a little tricky, but like with the special like soy sauce based sauce, and then you beat the raw egg into it. It's really good, super good. That's my favorite. Da, da, da. Japanese food, American food, in my opinion. But that's the thing. Like when you are eating Japanese food so much, and then you suddenly want to eat American food, like some like greasy burgers and like mac and cheese and what else? I was gonna say s'more, tacos. I never liked baked beans though. Somehow I couldn't handle it. Um, Um, any other thing? Any other thing that I miss? Oh, I basically like anything for Thanksgiving. Like I like turkey, like turkey. Like in Japan, we don't have turkey. Like they might, but you have to go to like a very specific store, and probably that's super duper pricey. So the last time I went back to America, like first thing I did, like I was there for like 5 days, and then my friend was like, well, actually the friend that I made there, but she was like, so what are you gonna go? What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? And I was like, I want to eat turkey. I need turkey sandwich, and that's the first thing I ate, I think. And a pretzel. Uh, what else? What else? I'm not really a steak person, so I don't really care for steak. The first time like I had like a barbecue, like Korean barbecue in the States, I think that's a Korean barbecue, maybe. Yeah, they're like, have you ever eaten barbecue in the States? Like, no, like barbecue. And then like I've done like a barbecue party, but that's basically hot dogs and burgers, right? But the barbecue restaurants look really good. Turkey pretzel? Is that a thing? Depends if you are eating the taimeshi from Wajima. I'm always go with Wajima style. So the taimeshi, the sea bream dish, usually the sea bream is cooked with rice. But I like sashimi, I like sushi. So yeah, I always go with Uwajima style with the raw sashimi. Raw sashimi, raw sea bream. I'm going back a little bit, see if I missed anyone. If you like reality TV, Terrace House is good. Do you know what happened to that show? It helped me with my spoken Japanese. It was all actual conversational Japanese. That is true. That is true. I don't really like romance shows. It doesn't matter if it's like a drama or whatever. Like I don't care for it. But then there was a season in Terrace House that was taking place in Hawaii. It's like, yeah, Hawaii, right? And so I decided to watch the just like Hawaii version, and then I got kind of hooked. Not, I don't really care for the whole like boy girl thing, but I don't. I remember. So like between the videos of the how the boys and girls living under the one roof, there is another studio, and then they talk about them like kind of like tease them sometimes, and um yeah, they sometimes shit talk about them, but that was fun. But then there was like an incident happened, so everything got canceled, so I'm like oh, Aaron, has Sherry ever been in a girl fight? No. I've seen one. I've seen, as I said, like in the States, girl fights are more scary than the boys fight. Yeah. And often it's about boy. So I'm like, always the third person laughing about them. Yeah, Hana Kimura, yeah. Yeah, that's a very sad story. I don't want to like go for like I don't want to talk about the like whole bullying thing, but like the whole Hana Kimura thing and then the bullying thing could be like part of the violence. Yeah, this is never scripted and then things like that. But did you know that they are not actually living in the house? Yeah, after the whole like Hana Kimura thing, they kind of had to submit how they are filming and whatnot. And so many people are saying the incident that caused the whole problem with Hana was kind of staged. Yeah. So, and then they don't really live there, and they are okay to have their own homes, and they have to meet in the house for like maybe a couple of days a week, and then they do the shooting. Yeah. Let's see. Ask me questions. Ask me questions. Like if I missed your questions before, and then just like type again. Hi, Will. You don't have to. You don't have to say sorry for that. It's fine. What time is it for you guys in chat? You're asking questions amongst yourselves. John, hello from a train in Amsterdam. Wow, great. 料理上手ですか? Hi. I can cook, but I'm pretty good at it, but I don't. Cause like, I work late. I come home around like 10:30 p.m. almost every day. So like, I don't want to cook from then. So I'm being lazy and then usually just heated up some like frozen dinner. Off topic, but what cell phone service is best in Japan? Good question. I love this kind of question. If you are looking for the strongest signal, but you don't care for the higher pricing and a little bit of like rudeness from the staff, I would say Docomo. Docomo has the most numbers of antennas throughout the nation. So even if you have to go to the mountains or the shore, usually you have signal. But because they're such a big companies, their service is pretty terrible. And I had the terrible experience with them, so I decided to cancel everyone's phone in my family except for my brother, who has to go to like mountains and in the shore for his hobby and work. And we switched over Y Mobile, and that's owned by a SoftBank. If you're just like doing normal life, then the signal doesn't really matter, and then the price would drop nearly a half. Yeah, so cool. All right, so 5 more minutes. Rudeness. Yeah, rudeness. Okay, so long story short, so my mom had the flip phone a couple years back, and then she wanted to upgrade it to a smartphone. And back then we all had Docomo, right? And then also my dad wanted to check his phone plan, and he might want to switch his plans, right? And so we asked him, let's go together so that we can save some money, save some time. And then he made an appointment, or and then we all went. And then my dad's one was very quick thing. So like when it was over within like 5 minutes. And then we start talking about my mom's phone, and then the guy goes like, "Oh, like you can't do that today." I was like, "What?" Right? Because like you only made a reservation for just like taking a look at the plans. So you cannot get a new phone. I was like, "What?" Like, but we are all here today, and we were just like sitting here and having a conversation, and we just went over his plan, and then we are done with it. And why can't we just like, we're saying that we're gonna pay money to buy a new phone. But he was like, yeah, you can make an appointment for like some other time. I was like, yeah, we are not making any appointment some other time. And right there, I was like kind of pissed off. So like I decided to make a phone call to SoftBank in the Docomo shop and say, hey, can we just like, we haven't made a reservation, but can we go now? And he was like, yeah, sure. Come on, or come over. And then we just went. And then we got SoftBank one there. So that's the rudeness. But the thing is, like American phone companies, they are very quick. You don't have to spend 3 freaking hours to just get a new phone. You went in, you picked the phone, you picked the plan, boom, you're done. You're out of the store in like 15 minutes, right? So if you are forced to sit down for like hours and hours, and then that's the like final rejection you get from the staff when you are actually thinking of paying, you're like, okay, I'm done. But okay, 3 more minutes. Is Fukuoka a great city for everyday living? I think so. Always thought it looks beautiful. For example, Tokyo expensive, crowded. Yeah, Fukuoka is one of the biggest cities in Japan, and then I think they have an international airport as well. So I don't think it goes to many places, but like I think it kind of like focus on like Asian countries. Like if you want to go to like Korea or like Taiwan or some of those countries, and Fukuoka is really convenient. And Fukuoka is like actually city, so like you feel like you're living in a kind of like maybe Kobe or Hiroshima. Hiroshima is a little countryside maybe. Yeah, and then a lot of people I think a lot of companies have businesses there as well. So yeah, I recommend living there. What phone does Sherry have? I have Y Mobile. I mean the not the carrier, but like the phone. I have iPhone 11 plus. I think. I bought it when iPhone 12 came out. Yeah, and I didn't want to wait in line, so I was like, yeah, 11 is fine. I don't care for 5G. Hiroshima felt like city to me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like somebody talked about the channel Life Where I'm From, the Greg's channel, but in Japan, anywhere outside of Tokyo is called countryside for some reason. And so in like Matsuyama, where I live, Matsuyama's population is over 500,000 people, and it's considered as countryside. So, and then I remember under the Greg's video, there are so many comments that saying like, that's a city, that's a big city, that's not a countryside. Yeah. So, Yeah, if you feel like Hiroshima is city and then Fukuoka will be a lot more city. One more minute. Oh, John, you're on your way to yakiniku restaurant? Oh, how nice. How nice. I haven't gone to yakiniku for a long, long time. I personally like shabu shabu though. Okay. Oh, I'm in Fukuoka now. Nice. Will is in Fukuoka, so you guys might wanna talk about it. How the life. Okay, all right. So it's 11:50. So unless you have anything else to say, I know it's my live stream, so like I should have something to say. But okay, so I'm starting to getting the hang of the whole thing. So I think I can do this every week. I was a little bit worried about like today's because like it's already Saturday, but yeah, I think I can do this every week. What did we learn today? Sherry's still not violent. I didn't say that I was violent though. In the already. Alright. Otsupon. I never heard of it. Like otsukare kind of thing. Alright. So I will see you guys next week then. Is 11 o'clock okay? Is this time okay? Feel like so. Hopefully. I'm gonna wait on your comments about the time. Okay, good. I love the thumbnail, thanks. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, well, thank you. Yep. I will try to stick with the same like time so that everyone can remember. Like Saturday, 11 o'clock in Japan. So, all right. So, yay, everyone say yes. So, okie dokie. All right, so I will see you guys next week. Bye. Bye bye. Thank you for joining. Bye. Oh, it's 3 p.m. in London. All right. Bye bye.